it up for Tristan Grant. He's a fresh one. He just turned 21.
You lied. You could have just been honest.
That's right, I just turned 21.
Broke my heart already, man.
Thank you.
Just man. Already break my heart.
I was talking to this girl yesterday, and I told her that I was trying to do stand-up, and she was like, "Oh, awesome! You could be like a white Kevin Hart." It's like, what the fuck does that mean? She was like, you know, because you're both funny. No, but I was talking to this other friend of mine, and she was telling me that she was having a hard time finding nice guys to go out with, or, you know, anybody to go out with. And I was like, well, why? And she was like, I'm too picky. And I was like, what are you so picky about? And she goes, I'm just not attracted to short guys. And I said, I totally understand. I'm not attracted to fat girls. Yeah, because fuck her. No, I was talking to my aunt and uncle, and they told me that they went to a show at Wise Guys, and I haven't been there yet because I just turned 21, but apparently they said they were at the show, and halfway through, hold on, let's get the part. My uncle is an anesthesiologist, and he has really terrible stage fright. He cannot handle any attention, or else he'll faint. So they're watching the show at Wise Guys. Halfway through, lights come up, lady runs on stage and goes, "Oh my God! Is anybody here a doctor? There's a man having a heart attack!" And my uncle just goes, "Fuck that." And his wife was like, "No, you have to do something." He said, "Fuck you, I'm not." He just sunk in his chair. And then that guy died. No, I don't know if he died, but it wouldn't matter if he did. You guys didn't know him. Don't care. Because we don't care about dead people we don't know. That's just the way it is. You know, because like, here's a story. At my job, I'm basically like a landscaper, and the other day I was hating my life because I had to mow this field, and the company lawnmower broke, so they told me that I had to mow the field with a fucking weed whacker. It was like 102 degrees out, and I'm just out there, just hating my life, just fucking hating it. And the grass is like as tall as me, and I'm just trying to fucking, you know, get through it. And then, for whatever reason, I had this thought. I was like, this would be like a place you would find a dead body. And then I was like, well, what if I find a dead body? I bet if I found a dead body, I would get the rest of the day off, and then I wouldn't have to do this shitty job. And then my day got better. It got exciting, because then it was like a scavenger hunt. I was like, I'm gonna find a body. And then, like, every time there was like a lump in the ground, I was like, this could be it. A lot of my friends are going vegan. That's interesting. I understand vegans because, like, you know, they don't want to eat something that was killed because they don't like things to be murdered. And I think that's a good thing to think. Or, you know, you shouldn't want anything to be murdered unless it's a baby you don't want. And in that case, you should do it. It's fine. Do you guys remember the first time you realized that women get fucked?
Yes.
I don't mean screwed over. I mean literally. I'm talking about the first time you were like in 5th grade, you took sex ed, and they told you what it was, and then you ran home, looked up porn, and was like, Jesus Christ! See, people do that to each other? I couldn't believe it. But the thing is, sex ed is like, it's only like 1 day long. And so like the next day, everything's back to normal. And I remember one time, like right after sex ed, I was sitting in class with everybody else, and the teacher comes in, my sweet, sweet teacher, Mrs. Allen, and she explains to the class that she's 3 months pregnant. And all the girls in the class were like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Mrs. Allen. Your teacher's having a baby. And all the guys in the class were like, Mrs. Allen got fucked 3 months ago. Just like fucking railed. Yeah. I still think about that, you know? Like, even when I'm watching TV, I know it's kind of immature, but like, you know, like sometimes they show like a Supreme Court justice on the news, some like old lady, like in a robe, and she's got a big chair and whatnot. And I'm like, she's probably sucked a cock. I don't know. I think that's interesting, you know. Even LGBT's giving a couple BJs. Talking to a friend of mine recently, and he was telling me that he wants to quit smoking. Now, that's a good thing, because I don't really smoke or drink, so I don't have any good stories. But he told me that he wants to quit smoking, and I was trying to be supportive. And I was like, oh yeah, you can do that, man. And I was like, and he goes, yeah, but I've been trying, but I've been smoking a lot more lately because I've just been going through really hard times. And I was like, oh man, that sucks, man. What have you been doing with it? And he goes, I've just been having a really hard time because my uncle just died. And I go, oh man, I'm sorry. What did he die from? And then my buddy just goes, lung cancer. I didn't make that up, that's a true story. That's kind of fucked up, right? Anyways, one time, me and my friends were all hanging out, doing shit that people that aren't 21 do. And we were trying to watch a movie on Netflix. And so we're all trying to look for something, and then while we're looking for something to watch, my buddy Elijah gets up and goes to the bathroom. And then while he's in the bathroom, we decide to watch Kangaroo Jack, which is an underrated film, if you haven't seen it. And he comes out of the bathroom right at the beginning of the movie, and there's like a mob scene at the beginning of Kangaroo Jack, for whatever reason. And he sits down and he watches, and he goes, is this The Godfather? And all my other friends and I just looked at each other and just without speaking, just had this telepathy. We were like, let's fuck with him. And we were like, yeah, it's The Godfather. And he goes, oh, okay. Keep watching. A couple minutes go by. And he goes, this looks new. I thought The Godfather was filmed in the 70s. And then I'm like, no, this is The Godfather part 3. 1 and 2 were in the 70s. And he goes, oh, okay. And then a fucking hour into Kangaroo Jack, around the same time the kangaroo starts singing Rapper's Delight, my buddy goes, this isn't the fucking Godfather. All right, thank you. My name's Tristan Graham.